nothing changes.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video. This is Rami from Raw Gaming, and today's video is not going to be live battles. It's not going to be about the challenges. I'm going to show you some replays, and I will show you this deck. That I put this deck together, like, you know, inspiration actually of the AoE damage, like right now, because of the Bowler, Giant, and the Lightning. So I thought that we would take the Lightning as well with us. I thought about taking the rocket, but the rocket has lower range if you want to do a massive push, and then you will have different troops. So the lightning actually can do really good work. Like, look at the log in here. Like, I only lost to level 13. So this guy is like maxed account. So I couldn't really do anything about it. And the other ones I lost with different decks. But ever since I started using this deck, dude, like everything was going really good, and I'm very happy with the results actually of it. So this is the 12th challenge that I've done like earlier today, which we're going to open the chest once we finish the replays in here. Now I'll show you the way that I play it, and I want your opinion on how would you play it. So if you have the same deck, would you play it the same way or would you play it differently? Like, in my opinion, placing that furnace right in front of the King Tower is actually really good at the beginning, because you don't know your opponent's what he's holding, whether he's holding, like, you know, a giant or lava hound or a hog, for instance. So you could use the furnace as well as like causing an offense as well as a defense. So because it's a building, and you know, the other troops actually targets buildings. So right here, my opponent actually decided to always keep fireballing my furnace. But the thing is, like, we are doing really good right now, because we have got his tower all the way to 1186. So that is only with one push with our miner. So the thing is, like, the ice wizard is really good having him like inside of this deck, because the ice wizard can be really good against air attack, especially lava hound or balloons. Or I haven't seen any balloons lately, but yeah, in case that you had like balloons or even mega minion or the minion horde, like the ice wizard can do really good work. And if you notice the way that in here, that the way I played it, it was really good, which allow us to go into the tower and take the tower down. Like I said, it's all about how you guys want to play certain decks. Like, for me, this is the way that I want to play it, and this is the way that I think it's effective to play it. But the video is not about showing you this deck. The video is about to show you how to do a split defense. Split defense means that you're gonna, whenever you have like a really big push and you have some fragile troops, how you're going to defend against that big push. Like, especially when you get, like, you know, talking about giants, talking about like massive push like bowlers or things like that. So how would you defend against that? Well, in today's video we are going to cover that, and hopefully I would be able to actually give you an exact way on how to, if not exact way, well, a way to determine how to actually do a split defense against your opponent. And by split defense, I mean, like, you know, when you have a push coming over on one lane, instead of like having all your troops actually gathering together to take down that push, then you split your push into, because when you split your push, you will have the giant, for instance, going into your tower, and then you will have the mini P.E.K.K.A, like for instance at the back. She's gonna target the, well, let's say that you had goblins, or you had spear goblins, or you had another mini P.E.K.K.A. So how are you going to split defend your tower without losing it? Well, starting hand, look here. Like the guy actually dropped elixir collector, and right now we know the elixir collector actually costs six elixir. So imagine if I could take that elixir collector down with my miner, that would be a huge trade for elixir. So I imagine he spent 6 elixir and I spent 3 to take it down, which is really fair. Now here comes the lighting handy. Now the Sparky comes at the back, man. Look at the split defense that I've done in here. So the Mega Minion from the right, the Wizard from the left side, and then goes my log to take things down. Like, you had a Sparky, you had a Mega Minion, you had a Giant actually coming over at you along with the Musketeer, and that whole push couldn't get a shot on my tower. So guys, it doesn't matter what troops you have, it doesn't matter what cards you have inside of your deck, whether it was like, you know, fragile, or it was like really heavy defense like a P.E.K.K.A. or Golem, or whatever you want to defend with. It's not about what you have to defend, is all about how you split your defenses. Like in here we have another push from the right side. The minions goes on the Giant, my Mega Minion goes on the left side, on the right side, my Ice Wizard goes on the left side. So see, like, man, even this push they couldn't even get into my tower. Now the thing is, it's not about how you defend, it's not about the push they're making, it's all about how you drop your troops, because you want to get the really good value out of your cards. You don't want to actually spend too much elixir and end up losing your tower. For instance, here comes another push. Notice the way that I played it. I did have my lighting in there because I was a bit tight on elixir and I didn't have the exact troops, which the Giant actually managed to get 2 hits on my tower, which is completely fine. Like, you know, you can't really do anything about, you know, your opponent actually getting to your tower to get that tower down. Now with the login here, we had to push everything back and we got everything out of the way, and that will call it a game. You know guys, you don't have to worry about what type of cards do you have. You have to worry about the way that you play your cards. When you split defense, that means that you are actually splitting the offense your opponent is making. So instead of like him going really ham on one side of your tower, then the whole lot is going to be distracted with other things. So that will give you the advantage of having a really successful defense. So guys, I don't win because I am too good. I win because most of the pushes that my opponent actually makes, I get him really bad with that. Now we are versing level 10 in here. Like, you know, level 10 is alright. So, you know, sometimes level 10 like has more, you know, higher level troops than I do, but dude, what can you do? Now, once again, like, did you notice the way that I dropped my minions actually on the right side and my Ice Wizard on the left side? So if we dropped everything on one side, my Ice Wizard actually will target that Mega Minion, and the Hog will go straight to my tower, which will have nothing to defend that tower. Now the Ice Wizard on the left side actually trying to defend that side, then we ended up actually taking both down without getting any damage on our tower. So hopefully you guys got the idea on how to get that sorted. So guys, if you don't know how to do split defense, yeah, practice it. Trust me, you're going to have well, look, successful win comes from defense, because you know you're not doing a push, you're not doing an offense all the time, because your opponent is actually going to do an offense. So it's not about how strong your cards are, it's not about how you do the push. Dude, you can push all night, all day long, yeah, but you will end up having your opponent actually dropping troops to counter your cards, and you will end up having really big push on your tower. Now in here, if you notice, my opponent is using this deck, like, you know, the Ice Wizard, the Princess, and the Hog with the Rocket. Now the thing is, like, if I'm going to leave my opponent actually rocketing my tower, I will be losing the game. So, and like I said, remember when I said in the first video, in the first battle, that I told you that I usually tuck my furnace right in front of the king tower, and now I know what my opponent actually play with. So my opponent play with hog. So playing with hog means that the furnace is going to be a line of defense. So if instead of that hog goes straight to my tower, the furnace is going to do some work, and he's going, because he needs to defend, man, he needs to defend the tower. So instead of like having the tower all the way down, like exposed like right now, so if I had the furnace a few tiles up, then I will end up actually having a really good damage on him. So I will prevent that hug from getting into my tower. Then with like, this is it for that game. Even though the guy actually was going with hog and rockets on my tower, but we managed to get that win. But before we wrap up this video, guys, let's go ahead and open that chest for today's video. Like, look, it's really good deck to play with, but if you want to give it a go, let me know how you guys go, and yeah, good luck with that. Now opening this chest, we will have 22,000 gold, which is awesome. 52 zap, I wish if that was more. 62 fire spirits, I can't complain about that. So 126 skeletons, bugger. 163 cannons. I don't think we will get any legendaries out of this chest, dude. 167, 28 ice golem, which is good, and 409 barbarians, not too bad. 82, oh damn, 82 hogs, that's awesome, and 11 mirrors. Like 11 mirror, who can complain about that? Dude, this is gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you like it, give it a thumb up. If you didn't, give it a thumb down. And good luck for you, all of you guys. And let me know how you guys go. So this is Ryan from Royale Gaming, and I am signing out. You be safe and have a good one.